New at 6, when did you last read your credit card agreements? Well, some Capital One customers found themselves surprised by what they discovered in that fine print. Consumer 10's Kurt Ludlow is here with more. Kurt?
Well, Jerry, this credit card agreement from Capital One is typical of most. Lots of fine print totaling, well, that's a good 8 feet in height. Buried in here is a paragraph that's got a lot of customers scratching their heads.
Greg Steinke didn't ask for a Capital One credit card.
It wasn't really by choice. It just happened because I had a Fifth Third card and they sold all the accounts.
What's in your wallet?
It was only today that he learned what's in the fine print. On page 6 of the 8-page contract, it says that Capital One may contact customers by mail, telephone, email, fax, recorded message, text message, or, and here's the creepy part, personal visit at, even creepier, your home and at your place of employment.
I guess my first reaction is it's a little weird. It's strange to think that a creditor is going to come to my home or to where I work.
For all this commotion, Capital One now says, quote, it does not visit our cardholders, nor do we send debt collectors to their homes or work. The company says the rules about a visit were really meant to cover customers who buy something through one of its bank loans and default on it, requiring repossession. As for the credit card rules, Greg says he has a second reaction to all this.
Holding that card, I signed a contract, essentially. And if I sign the contract, then whatever that stipulates, they are allowed to do, right? I mean, that's how it works. That's the agreement. If I don't like that contract, then I need to stop being a cardholder.
True enough, the contract also says the company may modify or suppress caller ID and similar services and identify ourselves on these services in any manner we choose. Greg says the message to cardholders should be clear. Know what you're agreeing to before you agree to it.
But I think that companies need to also be a little more upfront with how they write these contracts and not have them be so burdensome to the average consumer to read.
And Capital One agrees. Tonight, the company says it may write 2 agreements now, one for credit cards and one for consumer loans, so that they are clearer. If you'd like to read this long contract, it's the web expert with my story at 10tv.com/consumer10.